Just Being Me podcast. Your girls, Margaret and Mary. Let go. When we believe we are losing control, we grab on tight. If we want to avoid pain, we hold on for dear life. When we are in fear of losing, looking bad, or being abandoned, we tighten our grip. When our greatest fear comes upon us, we clench our fists and teeth, close our eyes, and hold on. We must learn how to let go. We have the capacity to live through any adversity if we simply let it go. We cannot stop time or destiny. Whatever it is going to happen has already happened. We must learn how to see it through to the end. What we hold on, we prolong the pain. When we hold on, we prolong the pain. When we dig our feet in, we must be uprooted. When the time comes for growth and change, we must have the courage and faith to let go. Whatever leaves my life makes room for something better. Yay!
That's nice.
So, as you guys know, that came from Auntie Iyanla Van Zandt and her Acts of Faith Daily Meditation for People of Color. So, and that was for August 3rd. It's
nice.
Mm-hmm. So
nice. Let go.
Let go. Stop holding on to stuff. You gotta let go and let God so you can get you some new stuff.
And you can't receive what you're supposed to have if you can't let go of the trash you don't need.
Exactly. If your cup is runneth over, there's no way for God to fill it up with better stuff in it.
That's right. That's right. I could have said that better myself. That's right. You're absolutely right, Miss Martha.
Hey, y'all. We are here.
Hey.
You hear Miss Mary is on the box.
Yes. I'm here.
She's here. We are still quarantining. Although we do see each other at work, but we have all this week because we moved our work location. So we've been in the building all week.
Yes, we have.
Which has been an experience.
So we're office neighbors once again.
We are office neighbors once again. We are in the same neighborhood. She is my neighbor.
But this time it's a little different because we have our own wing.
Yes, we have our own wing, which is great. Our HR wing is all to ourselves for the most part. And yeah, we like it. They're working on the air right now because that was an issue today because it was hot out here.
Right.
So we were hot. So this is episode 62 of the Just Being Me podcast. We want to thank you guys all, as always, for tuning into our podcast. Last week, I'm actually reading. That's why I said last week, and I shouldn't. I usually don't read it. I'm just saying it. I'm like, what happened? You missed a whole bunch of words before that said last week. Like, what is the problem, sister?
It was a long day today.
It was a long day. I just want to say thank you guys again, and make sure that you continue to share. Our numbers are going up.
Yay!
So come on, you guys. We're pushing for the big 2,000 listeners. We need 2,000 listeners. We are at 1,100 plus right now, so keep it going. Thank you so much for sharing our podcast. We appreciate you guys listening to us every week. Our just crazy.
Every week.
We're out here for you guys. So it has been a long week. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even write down my weekend review. I don't even know what I did last weekend. Okay, let me play my music. What you do this weekend? know what I did this weekend. Okay. I was like, I forgot what I did.
What'd you do, Margot?
You know what? We went to the office on Saturday.
Yes, we did.
To try to get a head start with our move of our work office, and we got greeted with some ants all over our desk.
Yes.
It was ants everywhere. My desk, Mary's desk, our boss's desk. So we really couldn't do any moving because it was too much happening. So we ended up spraying like we were the exterminators, and we sprayed so much that our nose was running, our eyes was watering, we was coughing, we were doing all of that. It was odorless, so we didn't know. We're not dumb. Like, we ain't gonna keep spraying and we smell the smell. No, it was odorless. We couldn't smell it, but after we finished spraying, we got the effects of it.
That's right. And it was some kind of, it was really an industrial type of spray, you know,
it was.
Because I can tell by the way, it had a little nozzle over here and you had to hold it in the other hand,
Yep.
Crazy.
So we knocked it out. Mary did our boss's office because hers had the most ants. Her whole phone was just infested with ants, all covered. You couldn't even see the numbers on the thing, on the screen. It was just like black ants crawling all over it. So when we went in on Monday, there was no ants. No ants. They were dead. They were gone. So we were happy about that. And what else did I do Saturday? I think that was it. We went and had some fish. We went and have fish that day. Did we have fish that day?
Yes, we did. We stopped and we got some fish.
We got some fish, and then I came home, ate, and I think I probably knocked out. I went to sleep. I just can't. And then the next day, I did the recording for Three Black Girls Talking with Wanda and Rochelle. We did a couple of episodes of that on Sunday. And then I think I just chilled because I knew I was having to go to work like all this, like actually go into work. We work every day, but we had to go into work every day this week. So I was like, okay, I want to relax. I'm good. And so that's where we've been all week. And we're going to talk about that because it's been an adventure. It's been an adventure.
It has.
Yes. What did you do this weekend, Mary?
Of course, I was with you Saturday afternoon. What did I do? Let's see. I made some chicken salad. Which was a great idea because it's really holding me because I've been tired all this week coming in from work. And, I didn't want to have to worry about cooking. And, that chicken salad has been a lifesaver.
Oh, that's good.
But I went to the market because I just learned from my doctor that, I'm not supposed to have soy. And there's a couple of things that I shouldn't be eating. So I had to go, and it just kind of upset me because I'm trying to eat, a little more healthier than what I have been because I got some good news. My cholesterol is down, and so are my sugar levels.
Right.
So I want to keep that up, and I just want to get better. And she congratulated me and everything. So I said, okay, I'm going to make a conscious effort to go out there and do the right things. So she said for me to stay away from the soy. There's a couple of things that I need to stay away from. And there was a couple of herbs that she didn't want me to, continue to eat or whatever. And that's okay. Okay, fine. We'll do all that. So I have my list and I'm like, okay, so now I'm going into the store just to pick up a couple of things, but I want to do the right thing now. So I'm reading all these labels.
Right.
And everything that I was accustomed to eating had soy in it. Every morning, Margot, I have to have my raisin cinnamon toast with my coffee and my oatmeal. Yeah. That's what I have every morning. I can't have the oatmeal raisin bread anymore because it has soy in it. I'm like, dang it.
Right.
So then I'm like, okay, so let me get my English muffins. Soy. Wow, really? So I'm like, what am I going to do? Okay, let me go see if I can just find my little donuts. Soy. I'm like, what in the world am I supposed to do?
Oh, my God.
So then I'm like, okay, so I know I don't eat bread. So then she told me maybe I should start eating my wheat bread. again, because I was, slight anemic. And so I said, oh, okay. So guess what? I go and read the bread, and guess what? Soy. And I kind of did my research, and I went online while I'm in the store, mind you, and I'm seeing, and it says right there, okay, get the one. Excuse me. It said get the one that says vegan. Get the vegan bread. And so I'm like, okay. So I'm looking, and I didn't see it, and I said, oh, there it is, and I grabbed it, but I didn't grab it because when I got home, it was the one that I was reading. I guess, I was just so overwhelmed with all this,
right,
that I ended up holding the wrong bag, and I put it in my basket.
Uh-huh.
So I was like so mad with myself, and then it's like the crackers I had at home, soy in them. You remember the Townhouse crackers I get all the time in the red box? Mm-hmm. Soy. So then I was so mad because I wanted my chicken salad with crackers.
Right.
Because I couldn't have the bread. I couldn't have croissant. It was like, what do I do? So I had to go online again and find out what crackers do not have soy.
Right.
There we go. It was Wheat Thins. So I bought 3 boxes of Wheat Thins.
Okay. I said all that to say I brought 3 boxes.
I bought 3 boxes of Wheat Thins because it's like when I want a damn cracker, you know what I mean? I'm not going to have to worry about some freaking soy in my cracker.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you right now, that was a lot of work reading labels. And I take my hat off to those people that are health conscious enough to go and read their labels and stuff like that. My hat's off to you because I'm telling you, that was a job.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That was a job.
That's a lot.
And I'm telling you right now, it's like when I go in those stores, it's very hard for me. So you can imagine me picking up everything and reading it.
Right.
I got home, I was so done. I was so overwhelmed.
I know you was tired.
So tired. I got mad. I was so mad. And I'm like, I just can't do this. And the Lord kept saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Stop complaining.
Yeah,
and I was just like,
you got it.
Ooh, this is a lot.
Yeah.
This is a lot. I wish I had a lot of money so I can have a shopper go do all this stuff and read the labels.
And a cook.
Or have my stuff delivered to my house and I don't have to worry about it. And I can,
Right.
Hopefully they get the right things and stuff like that, because going in these stores with these masks on and going through these different lines and these lines down these aisles, it's a lot within itself.
It is, especially with the one way. I haven't been in the store in a while. I haven't been in the grocery store in a while. But when I do go, I get all that one ways, and I be going the wrong way. I'm like, I'm not about to double back. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't see that arrow. I'm not about to go back and go back around. Ain't nobody even on this aisle, so I'm just going to continue.
Well, you haven't been to Vons then, because Vons, we got the one-way thing going on over there. Yes. And then you have to go all the way down to the end, over there where the fruits and vegetables are, to wait in line, and then you have to have somebody tell you, okay, you can go to line 1.
Yes.
Okay, you can go to line 3. Girl, come on.
Yes, I've been to Vons. That's the one that I go to, and I will go down the wrong way. First, when this first happened, they had like one of the employees sitting like right there in the aisle, like by the aisles, and I was getting ready to go down the aisle, and I seen them get up, but then I, looked and seen that it was the arrow, and I was like, oh, and I noticed him getting up. I said, oh, he was about to come get me, like, boo, where you going? The arrow is the other way. You got to go all the way. But I caught myself. But now when I go, if I hit that, I don't even look at them damn arrows. If it's nobody down my aisle, I'm walking down that aisle. I'm not going all the way around. It's already too much for me. I ain't doing it. No, so.
Oh, my God.
Well, I'm glad you got your stuff. Yeah, I'm glad you got it.
I did. I managed to get everything. Thank you. I managed to get everything that I needed. And, it was just a big chore. So Sunday, I did absolutely nothing. I just stayed in and just relaxed and, cleaned up a little bit. And that was basically it.
Cool. That sounds good. That sounds like a good
We
had this long week, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Jesus.
So we're going to go right into our Let's Talk About It segment. And I got a new song. Okay.
I like it a lot.
Okay. Let's talk about it. So speaking of going back to the workplace, okay, so we know there's millions of people who, for one, ran out of their unemployment, so they had to go back to work. And then there's us that have been working from home, and employers are saying that you can come back. We're back, but we're working on a modified schedule, so we're not fully back, which is fine. But for this week, we had to come. We went back to work because we moved. So now being around a full office of people gave me super anxiety. Mm-hmm. On top of the ants, we didn't know if the ants was gonna be there when we got back. But on top of the ants, that was like going back to a fully staffed office with people. Our call center is right outside of our door. They don't wear a mask while they are on the phones. So we walk through there. We have some people that in the office that just don't wear a mask for some reason. They don't wear a mask. People touching stuff. You don't know how people quarantined before they came back to work. It's just like a whole lot of things that you think about, that brings on anxiety. And that's kind of like where I am right now. I know that I have to return to work, and I know that we have to get back acclimated to the job and everything, but it's still hard right now. It's hard, especially when you see people and, the bathroom is not clean. They're touching stuff. We touching the same copy machine. We touching the same doorknobs. We touching this. Like, you have to have a little necklace with sanitizer on it in order to be completely sanitized. Like, you will never be completely sanitized, but it's just like you have to keep sanitizing and washing and sanitizing and washing and what. That's just it takes away from my whole day. That anxiety. The whole day is just worrying about. Okay, make sure you don't touch your face. Don't touch this. Make sure you have this. It's just a lot. It's a lot going on. So, how did you feel going into the office, a fully staffed office during this time? She said,
I come in cleaning. I come in cleaning because I'm really, that anxiety builds up a little bit for me. And, I'm going and getting the sanitizing wipes, and I'm going and I'm cleaning off the Xerox machine. We have our own Xerox machine now in our suite. We have a huge suite. It's like we have this big old huge room, conference. It's like a conference room and everything. And we have our own conference room. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful situation. And, I'm cleaning that off, I need the air to circulate. Yeah. I need the air to circulate. And so, I understood the first day we were there, it was like, okay, it was okay. But the second day, I was like, oh no, we got a problem. We have a problem.
Yeah.
Because the air is not circulating enough for me. And when we walk out into the hallway, there's an open area, and that open area is our call center. And that call center, those people there, they don't have to wear a mask because they're in the call center.
Right. They're on the phones.
And they're on the phone. So my thing is, we really need that air circulating for them as well, because that air should be continuously circulating. And then it was like, I just felt like, I don't want to pump anything. I don't want to put my hands on something to pump it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want the soap to come out into my hands if I put my hand under it. If I want the water on, I want the water to just come on. I don't want to have to turn the faucet or anything like that, because it's hard, because people with dirty hands are turning that on. Your hands are not clean until after you get through using that water.
Right.
Just little things like that are bothering me. I will not take off my mask in the workplace.
Right.
Me and Margot do not take off our mask. We're wearing that mask as long as we're in that office. Real talk.
Right.
And it's so funny. We do not, we're just not out there socializing because, there's some things that need to be, it's a new building. There's some things that need to be done first.
Right.
And, when I talked to the man that came today, for the air conditioner and everything, he said that, the call center would be done tomorrow. And then he was working on ours. He came in my office twice, and then he was over doing some other things or whatever. But it's not only the touching and stuff and us cleaning all the time, but, that air is priority to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't care. The air needs to be circulating. It could be 50 degrees in here. I don't care. I'll put a jacket on. As long as that air is circulating, I'm cool.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I'm very thankful that they allowed us to have a flex schedule. You know what I mean? So we can just, break this down a little bit, until everything comes back to the norm that we're going to have. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to be the normal we're used to, the normal we're going to have. But I'm just glad that they allowed us to have a flex schedule, because there are some things that are still a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is.
And when we're in our home, it's easy for us because we know we're clean.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We know there's no germs because no one is coming, no one's visiting, no one's touching anything,
Right.
All that kind of stuff is happening. But when you go into an office that's full of people, everybody has their own home to go to. We don't know how clean those people are. We don't know about their hygiene.
Right.
And I'm just, and you just as finicky as I am.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's hard.
It is. And this whole week,
it's really hard.
I've been having anxiety because of that. I've been trying to maintain, like, I have to talk to myself. I have to do self-talk to be like, okay, Margo, you just make sure that you do this and you make sure to do that. Don't go out there.
Right.
In order for me to just survive the couple of hours that I'm there. Because I leave, I don't stay there the whole day. Because I'm trying to ease into it. Because I don't want it to bother me to the point where, I just break down and be like, I can't do it. I ain't coming in and you can't make me whatever, but I'm trying to self-talk, do my self-talk to just get myself in there. And thankfully our job is really flexible that we're able to do the dual, like be in there and work from home at the same, during the week, throughout the week. So that will help. That will help me right now. Ease my anxiety until we figure out, or they figure out, or whoever figure out what's going on with this coronavirus. They did have, I read that they're going to be requiring, like, once they find a vaccine, that they could require all of us to take that vaccine or be fined or jailed. Now, that's just total bull swanky right there. Because
I'll pay the fine.
I pay the fine. Take me to jail. Do whatever you're gonna do. But I'm not. I'm not gonna be your guinea pig. Like, I'm not gonna be the guinea pig. You can't make me. You can't make me take that. I don't want it. Nope. No. Because
why do we have to? Why do we have to actually get a vaccination for that? Why do we have to?
Right.
I mean, they got the flu vaccination going on every year. Flu shots. That's not mandatory.
Right.
So why are they going to make something like this mandatory?
Right.
That's crazy. And then, you know what? That makes me feel a little uncomfortable that they're pushing it so hard.
Right.
And it takes a long time to come up with a vaccine like that. Mm-hmm. So they need to slow down.
Yeah.
Just slow down, and folks need to learn how to be clean.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
Just calm down.
I've
never been to jail before. I don't want to go.
Right.
So I'll pay the fine. But guess what? I'm not getting. I'm not taking your vaccine. I'm not doing that.
Right. Right.
Y'all can have that.
Yep. Y'all can have it. I will pay the fine, and don't make me take it. So they're trying to say that people can lose their job because they didn't get this vaccine. When you go to school, they have you do vaccination. When you work, you go take a TB test somewhere. Some jobs that you got to take TB test and be vaccinated and all that stuff. They want to know, like, if you work in a school. But
now in the schools, now in some schools or whatever, all you got to do is get a card from your doctor, and they're not requiring. Sometimes in some states it's against the law to ask them if has your kids been vaccinated in order to get into schools.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so they don't even do that as much as they used to anymore.
Okay.
You know, but I know a job better not ask for it.
No, I'm not doing it. And with African American, Black people and Hispanic, Latino people being the highest of catching the coronavirus and dying. So we would be the first people that they would be targeting to come. You guys got to take it. You got to take it because you're not in this rank right here. While these other people who, I'm not talking about all white people. I'm just talking about the ones that feel like, oh, this is a hoax. You don't need to wear no mask. It's even worse. You don't need to wear no mask. This, you know. So they don't have to take it. They're not going to be forced to take it, but we going to be forced to take it first. No,
that's crazy.
That's not going to happen. They have this sheriff in Florida who's banning wearing a mask, period, in his office. He told them, you guys don't wear a mask in this office. Nobody can come into his office. Visitors, the workers, nobody can come in there with a mask on. And if anybody say anything to the person without a mask, tell them I am not mandated to wear a mask. And if you have a problem with it, pretty much, go talk to the sheriff. And then he said he'll take it from there.
Margo, what kind of sense does that make?
That is so stupid. Like, I don't get it. Like, people are actually, for real, dying over this coronavirus. And it's because it is an airborne virus. And people are dying. Like, so why not protect yourself and others by wearing a mask? I just don't get it. I
don't get that part either. And then you're going to sit up there and you don't wear a mask. That's different.
Right.
But you're not going to sit up and tell me I forbid you to wear one.
Right. Yeah, what? Because I work here, I can't wear one. You don't have to wear it. Don't wear it. You don't want to wear it, don't wear it. But I'm going to wear mine. And he said no. Mm-mm. But then he said that if you go to to a jail, because this is the sheriff. If you go to like a court building or some other place, and you know they say you have to wear it, you can wear it. But while you're there in his sheriff's department, you don't have to wear it. That don't even make sense. That don't make sense at all whatsoever. Let me see.
That's the silliest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
that's the silliest thing I ever heard.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh my God, what is that? I wonder why does he feel that way? Why does he say that?
He is. He said their mayor had put out a statement that masks are not required. But it's going to get overturned. So he said he's going by what the mayor said. So he said masks are not required. So you guys don't need to wear a mask and don't wear no mask up in here.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's sad.
That is so sad.
Mm-hmm.
That is so sad.
I would take a leave of absence because I'm not doing.
I would take a leave of absence.
Yep.
Right.
I'm not doing.
And I would have my little wipes on my side, and every time I touch something, I would wipe and say, "Girl, look, I'll come in there in plastic gloves. Okay. You said no mask, but I'm gonna wear these gloves, sir.
I'm wearing something. I gotta do something. I can't.
There's no way.
So I don't even like talking about this guy. This is the other guy that I don't like talking about, and that's Robert Kelly. He can't be called R. Kelly because you get your whole government name when you do bad.
Okay.
Robert Kelly. So they have they arrested 3 guys in connection with harassing and threatening, bribing alleged victims, saying that they gonna exploit them and tell everybody what videos they had and sexual positions and all this stuff. One of them put one of the ladies' SUVs on fire outside of her house.
What?
Yep, trying to intimidate them. So they all three of them got caught.
Now, are they doing this for R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Or are they just doing this to be doing it? And they have like all the information on these people. I mean, they don't want him to come to court to testify against him, and he's paying these people to do this stuff?
Yeah. Or
they're part of his entourage? Who are these people?
They are part of his entourage. One of them was a former publicist. One was a self-described manager. and the other one was I can't see what he was, but they all are friends or people associated with R. Kelly, and they're doing this because his case is coming up in September. So they're trying to intimidate the witnesses.
Yeah.
So that they won't show up in court.
That's interesting. Mm-hmm. That is so interesting. So I mean, he got those type of people working for them. They don't even know that he's a goner.
Right.
How are you going to get paid for doing this? What if you get caught? You're going to go to jail. You're going to be sitting right next to him. Yep. Stupid.
They already in jail because they stupid. They got caught. All three of them got caught. They in jail.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, that's okay. Good.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear that.
They are all in jail. They all in jail. So they're stupid. He's stupid, and you just have to. He's the Pied Piper, so he got to pay the piper. Gotta pay the piper. Because you going to jail, dude. You in there. It's a done deal. It's over. It's all this that you thought you was doing prior, getting away with it all these years. You got away with it all these years. Now it caught up to you. So it is what it is. It Show's is over. What it is. The show is over. Curtains closed. The lights are off, dude. You're no longer performing unless you do a performance in the jail. That's the only place you can perform. So
drop the curtain. It's over.
It's over. It's done, dude. It's done. Let me see. Okay. So you had the story about Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, I you know what?
Lauryn Hill's daughter.
I was reading an article, today. Lauryn Hill's daughter, she was on Instagram and she was being interviewed. Mm-hmm. And it looked like she was in some type of dorm or something. And they was asking her about her childhood or something. Anyway, she was just talking about her childhood, and she was saying that Lauren was very angry. She said, I grew up, the way I grew up, my mom was angry. She was angry. And she kept on saying how angry Lauren was. She was just angry. She was always angry. My mom was angry. Mm. I mean, she really put emphasis on it, okay? Mm-hmm. She said that her dad wasn't in the house as much as, she was hoping he would be. He wasn't. And she said that there was a lot of arguing and fighting between her mom and her dad whenever her dad came home. Mm-hmm. And she said that she would be up at night crying because of the fussing and the fighting that her parents would be doing.
Right.
She has 5 siblings. There's 6 kids total. And she was saying that some of the time she had to go live with her grandparents. And she said Lauren, her mother, mm-hmm. had got into it with the grandparents all the time. Mm. And she also said that it was very traumatic for her when she would get a spanking. Mm. And she said that her mother would hold her hands and then would tell her to go get a belt or whatever. And she said, and then she would be going around in circles, and her mother would be, hitting her with the belt. Mm-hmm. And then her mother would make her sit there and tell her to fix her face. And she said she would be so angry, but she just had to sit there, and she just felt like it was torture. Mm. And she said she wasn't allowed to say anything, And I was thinking, well, that just sounds like a spanking any other kid would get, really. Yeah. I mean,
That's
it wasn't like she was
beating her,
starving you or making you,
right.
I mean, throwing you downstairs.
Right.
I mean, putting, burnt cigarettes in your skin or pulling your hair out or,
right.
Stuff like that,
It's a regular ass beating that black people got. I got it in my hand. We run around in circles. My dad would say, go get the belt or go pick a switch and say, go get your switch.
And that's what she was saying too. But what she was saying was, that really got me, was she said, this is straight slave treatment. Mm. She said, this is what they did on the plantation. She said, this kind of, the way I was treated with this, the spanking and stuff like that, that's something that was learned from the plantation.
And it was. And that's why our parents did that. Because that was what they did, and that's what
the master did to the slaves and stuff like that. And that's where they learned it from.
Yeah.
But what she was saying is that it affected her as an adult.
Yeah.
She's an adult now. I think she's in her early 20s. I want to say 21, 22, something like that. And she was saying that she, I guess she's in counseling or something, or, she said she's still working things, a lot of her childhood out.
Mm-hmm.
She's working those things out because it did affect her.
Right.
It did affect her. And, just like I was talking to you about this, Margot, sometimes we as parents need to be careful because you don't know what goes on in your house is going to affect your child.
Right.
And you don't know which child that it's going to affect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you have to be careful as parents and don't think that kids don't understand or feel vibes.
Right.
Because they do.
Yeah.
And now this girl has to spend, time and money and a conscious effort to go in there and get herself together in therapy.
Right.
Because these are some things that, she was,
traumatized by.
They were put up on her, without her consent or anything.
Right.
By the adults that supposedly loved her.
Right.
But it affected her in the wrong type of way.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand that children are people too.
Yeah.
And they're human. They have feelings and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
Now she has to go in and try to redo all that or find a way to accept it and move on.
Right. And that, and I say that, when I just said that, that's the way that we got, chastised or disciplined or whatever. I'm not saying that it was right. My parents, they stopped giving us whoopings when we were about, I think maybe like 6th or 7th grade, because they felt bad. Like they felt bad having to go get a switch and this is that whatever. But like you said, it affects people. It affects children differently. I didn't feel traumatized by it. I know that was a part of my life, and I knew if I did something wrong, I was gonna get a whooping.
Right.
But I wasn't traumatized by it. I knew right from wrong. I knew that the consequences of me doing wrong, what could possibly happen. And that fear, look, and I'm an adult, 47 years old, and that fear is still in me. Like if I feel like if I do something wrong right now, my mama or my daddy will whoop my ass, and I'm traumatized in that type of way.
Yeah,
they get in that ass. I know they're not gonna beat me or nothing like that, but I don't want to hear their mouth, pretty much. So I'm not gonna do nothing wrong. I'm not gonna do nothing bad, but. It can be traumatizing. There are people that's our age right now are still traumatized by it. You just don't know, as you said, how it will affect the child. It may be fine for one, but not for the other.
And then here's the thing that I have a problem with. Don't spank your children when you're angry.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if you have some underlying issues going on with your mate, your husband, whoever it is, you need to work that out and don't take it out on your children.
Yeah. And I know that's something that she was saying in there is that because she was mad at the father, she would take it out on them. Right. You can't do that.
And she just kept saying my mother was very angry.
Right.
My mother was always angry.
Right.
I mean, she emphasized that. And I think she was feeling like Lauren was taking a lot of stuff out on them.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not putting words in her mouth, but she said she had to spend some time with her grandma.
Right.
But I'm just saying that we as parents, we have to kind of, look at these things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And realize sometimes, these things are not sometimes. I mean, it's never our children's fault.
Right.
Whatever's going on in your life, that's your problem.
Yeah.
You need
to deal with it.
Your kids did not ask to be here.
Right.
We are here to protect them. God, gave us these children to take care of. He entrusted these kids in our lives so we can take care of them. They're not really ours.
Right.
Let an old head tell you,
Right.
They're not really ours. So you're entrusted with that child. And then, that child goes on and lives life and, does what it's supposed to do, procreate and move on. But the thing is that you can't damage that child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You have to take care of that child. And by you being angry all the time and arguing and let the kids hear, that's not helping that child.
Right.
And I know some things can't be helped. I understand that.
Right.
I understand that. But when you're in the presence of your children, pull yourself together.
Mm-hmm.
If you got to get in the car, if you got to walk down to the street, or you got to do whatever, don't let your kids hear all that. I didn't have a lot of, my mother and father, I didn't hear that the cussing out each other and now talking to arguing. I didn't hear that.
No, not at all.
I didn't hear all that kind of stuff. I mean, I couldn't even imagine.
No,
you know what I mean?
Not at all.
But I do have friends growing up that, they did experience that, mother and father, fighting, arguing and stuff. But, and I never knew their parents did that because every time I went over there, everybody was cool.
Right. Everybody on good terms.
I didn't find out till I was an adult. They told me, oh, yeah, Mary, I'm like, I don't remember none of that.
Right.
But,
it was cool when I was there.
Yeah, but, I just want parents to, think about your kids sometime. It's not always about you.
Right. And
think about your kids. Think about how things are going to affect your children.
Right. Walk away.
If you're angry. And that you have to, that you're going to put out into society.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I just want parents to really, take heed to that. And, that's a child that went through some stuff that's now an adult that had to get some help, what? And she's telling the story. And she's not telling the story to shame her mother.
Right.
She's telling you her story.
Right. And it's her story to tell. She's saying...
And it's her story to tell.
Yeah.
We did not walk in her shoes, and Lauren wasn't in her shoes either.
Nope, not at all. So... if that's something that she wants to share, then that's her story to tell. And I briefly looked at it when we were talking about it earlier, and it was saying how she, the daughter was saying, I'm not doing this to shame my mom. I'm not saying, she was this or that. It's just she's expressing herself, and she's
that's
young.
right.
That's the way people express themselves nowadays. They get it out, and then they delete stuff, and they they hurry up and grab it, and we can see it again.
Right.
So it's just the way that it is. And we know that Lauryn had some... I'm not diagnosing Lauryn in no kind of way, but she had some type of issues. I'm not going to say mental or none of that. She just had some issues with herself. So, I mean...
That's right.
Things was going on with her. So, I can just imagine that household. It was just, like, chaotic.
Right.
So...
Right. Exactly.
Prayers go
out. We're
to
gonna keep them in our prayer. We're gonna keep them in prayer.
Mm-hmm. Prayers go out to that whole family and then get it together. I'm gonna go out on our last little topic. This was like gross to me.
Oh Jesus! What is that? What is that?
It is okay. So the makers of candy corn, that candy that comes out in Halloween, that Mary likes it. I don't like candy corn.
My favorite.
It's her favorite.
Halloween candy. My favorite Halloween candy.
They made a candy corn that's called Turkey Dinner. Turkey Dinner candy corn for Thanksgiving. Nasty. The flavors are green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, ginger glazed carrots, sweet potato pie, and stuffing.
That don't even sound good, Margo.
You can't make everything candy. You can't make everything candy. Why did they make candy yams? That's the only thing that you just have candy yams on there. They don't have candy yams.
I don't want to bite into a piece of candy that tastes like turkey
or a green bean.
Oh no.
Nasty.
No.
Nasty.
Oh my God. What made them do something like that?
I thought that was so horrible. I don't even know. They need to stop it, and wherever they're selling it, I know you'll see it at the 99-cent store. That's where it's going.
And they can keep it. You know what? You know what's the best thing they ever did? At Christmas time, how they have the candy canes, right? The best thing they ever did was make those flavorful ones. Remember?
Oh, what? The flavorful candy canes?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. I
they
like
have the
flavor
different
candy
flavors
canes.
now.
Yes.
They have the different flavors now. Now, see, that was a good move.
Yes. That was a good move. It's better than having just regular peppermint. You can have
regular peppermint,
blueberry and cherry and strawberry.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like all of those.
Ooh. Yes. That was a great move.
Yes. That was smart. Now that you could change, but if they changed it to a turkey dinner flavor, I don't want to be sucking on no green bean candy cane.
I don't.
A mashed potato candy cane. Gross.
No, and you know what? It was another good move was the jelly beans. Remember all the flavored jelly beans?
Oh, the Jelly Belly, and the ones that I hate. I hate one Jelly Belly I cannot stand.
And which one is that?
The butter popcorn.
Oh, I don't. Have I tasted that? I probably did.
It throw off. I would put a whole handful in my mouth, and that nasty one is in there. It'll just knock. I just want to spit all of them out because it just it takes over all the flavors.
Wow.
I make sure I pick that one out. I look on that bag and say, which one is the popcorn one? The butter popcorn. I pull all of those out of there, and then I'll eat it. Mm-mm.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
But those are good.
Wow.
But Thanksgiving dinner, nah, we good.
No, they can keep that. Yeah. No.
We good.
No, that's not gonna go over very well.
No, not at all. Okay. Oh, I haven't made no music for your soapbox. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go into Mary's soapbox. She's gonna talk about Joe Biden selecting.
Yeah,
Harris.
You know what? First of all, I'm going to start off by telling you that I did actually have an opportunity to meet Kamela Harris.
Oh.
Yep. She was, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. She was at the Long Beach Convention Center. Yeah, so me and Gloria, out of our legal department, we walked over to the convention center, and it was our mayor, of course, Robert Garcia, and Kamela Harris. They were there, and she was beautiful. I mean, she had, answered questions. She had a wonderful presentation. It was really done, real nice. And then we had to get back to work, of course. Right. I took a picture of her and everything. I'll show that to you. But anyway, I am so happy that he actually, Joe Biden, chose a black woman. I was thinking about somebody else, but I thought she was a good choice too, and I'm just glad that it was a black woman, to be honest. I'm glad it was a black woman. But here's the thing, and this is what I don't want to happen. Everybody knows that Trump will say some racist things. And he would have these little speaking points to where he'll say something about somebody being nasty or somebody being angry or, just all the mean things that he say about people. But I don't want us to get caught up in that. No. And accept everything that he says, about her. She's a black woman. She needs to be respected. Right. You know what I mean? So if he says something out of line, we need to go after him in the Republican Party. Yeah, call him out on it. It needs to be kept on a respectful level. Right. It really does. And that also means, the birthism too. Because they have already started talking about she's not black. And she's not from here. Oh, my God. The girl was born in Oakland. Right. She black. She's black as they come. Yeah. And it's not because of where she's from, but her father is black. Right. And her mother is of Asian descent. Okay? And the girl went to Howard. We know that's an HBCU. Right. That's in D.C. Yeah. And she went out of the country for high school. That was it. Okay? So I just don't want us to be comfortable and laugh about the things that he may say about her. We need to stand our ground. Men. I'm talking about men, and I'm talking about white women at this point. Right. And somebody needs to stand up for that black woman because nobody ever does. No. Nobody ever does. We hold up everybody. Right. You know what I mean? That comes from women's rights, women's lib, black men in general.
Yeah.
We've been holding them up for a long time.
Right.
And now we get in this position, and now it's time for you guys to hold her up.
Right.
And then hold him accountable if he disrespects her or he gets out of line.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah. He needs to play fair.
He needs to play fair.
Which he's not going to do because he's who he is. He's going to get out of pocket. He's going to say some foul stuff. And like you said, we just need to hold him accountable for when he comes sideways. Like, you can't do that.
When he comes sideways. When he comes sideways,
Yep.
I expect for people to call those news stations.
Yep.
I expect for the letters. I expect for them to be on Twitter.
Right.
I expect them to be on Facebook. I expect all this.
Yeah.
I want it all done for her. Don't
Yep.
leave her out there and let him rip her apart.
Right. You're right.
And talk crazy.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Mm-mm. Don't allow
because
that to
it's
happen.
not fair. It's not fair. She paid her dues.
Yes. And she's not going to come at him like that. And even if he come at her like that, she's not going to come at him that way. She's not going to be disrespectful, which is an unfair fight, because I'm sure she will want, when he does say these negative things, she's going to want to say something negative, because he got a lot that you could come back with.
But you know what? She's too intelligent and classy for that.
Thank you. That's the words I'm looking for. She may want to, but she's too intelligent and classy to do it, because he got a lot. There's a lot that can be said about this dude. So.
Oh yeah, but see, he has the reputation of not respecting women.
Right. There you go.
You know what I mean? But the way he did. Remember Hillary?
Yeah.
Remember how he walked on that stage and walked up to her and walked around her and everything? If you don't get back over there.
Ooh, I wanted to slap him. I wanted to slap him so many times. When they was doing that debate, I was like, this dude right here, you got the right one, because I would have been like, F this, I'm about to punch you out.
But see, the difference is going to be that you had a Hillary to do that to last time.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Kamela, if you want to, Kamela. Because when you turn around and walk and back of us and around us, we're going to follow you. We're going to turn our body around.
Right. You in no way. We're not taking our eyes off of you when you start
We're not taking our eyes off you.
No.
Because the ancestors taught us better than that.
Right.
We've been taught better. It's a whole different breed of kinship.
Yeah.
Kinfolk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We taught not to take our eyes off of y'all. We are taught not to take our eyes off. When people start walking around, I don't care who it is, walking around you and behind. No, you never go behind me, because I'm turning right around. Locking eyes with you. Locking eyes. What are you doing? What's happening?
It's like, now, we need to protect you guys.
Yeah.
And you know what? If your man says something out of line, you need to correct his behind, too.
Yep.
You need to correct his behind, too.
Yep. And
we're not going to have folks disrespecting her, because we as black women don't need to be disrespected.
Right.
Period.
Yes. Exactly.
So everything that come out of their mouth, it needs to be respectful to her.
Right.
And to her position.
Right.
Okay? And they need to stop playing.
And I've been noticing on social media, I'm not a political person, so I don't know what Kamala did, in 2000 whatever, and this and that, and what she didn't approve and what they approved and this, whatever. But there are people already on social media, saying, "Oh yeah, I don't know why he picked her, because back in this time." Oh no. Let me bring it in. Let me bring it back, because that's a lie.
Okay.
They won't even say the reason why. They be like, "Oh yeah, because she ain't." It's just real blanket. Because she didn't do this back then. Do what? What are you talking about? Please elaborate.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, I did see something on social media talking about, she was sending a whole bunch of black folks to jail.
I heard that.
A whole bunch of black. Well, you know what?
For what?
She probably should have sent y'all asses to jail.
Right.
When y'all
what happened?
Doing black on black crime.
Yep.
Okay.
What happened?
She should have sent the asses to jail.
She just didn't send you to jail. Send black people to jail just because. I know she. Okay,
because
y'all line up. Y'all go to jail. No.
Yeah, just because you black and you do a crime or whatever, she ain't supposed to send you to jail.
Right. Because
Don't
she
do the
black.
crime.
Come on, man. Come on.
And stop killing each other.
Yep.
Okay? Don't do the crime. She wouldn't have to send you to jail.
Right.
Y'all need to stop so you don't vote for her for that reason.
Right.
Oh, so you don't either it's gonna be them or Trump. Which one where you going?
That's my whole thing. So we already know what we dealing with this dude. So it's either them or continue with what we got right now. And if you want to continue, then you vote for what you vote for. But don't try to say.
And he already told you. He already told you that y'all ain't gonna be moving up in these luxury neighborhoods no more. Trump said no more. No more. Girl, I'm just like, did he just say that?
I believe he
on
did.
TV?
I'm sure he did.
About folks staying out of folks' neighborhood? That is against the law. What are you talking about? That's racism. What are you talking about?
Right.
Somebody can't move. We're not going to have these people building these projects and stuff in those lavish neighborhoods no more. You don't have to worry about, excuse me?
What are you saying? Dude, you're talking out loud. Like, what?
Okay, and you know what? He was looking like I said what I said.
Right. You don't like it? Oh, well.
Okay.
He don't care.
If you guys don't want to vote for her, don't vote for her then. No. Okay, don't vote for her then.
And see what happens in the next 4 years.
It makes me so mad because the way that they say ignorant stuff, it's like so crazy.
Right.
It's like so crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be put in jail for doing something against the law
because she's black. Because she's black.
Yeah.
You shouldn't go to jail.
What you guys do? What you guys do to Bill Clinton?
Right.
You voted him in office, talking about he was a black man because he played a goddamn saxophone.
Right. Now, what the?
Do you know how many black folks he put in jail?
Okay.
Y'all need to do your homework. You need to do your homework.
And stop this surface stuff.
Why he in the office in the Oval Office getting BJs? Getting some
Okay.
Getting some BJs. Okay, with a cigar in his mouth. Okay. And making sure that y'all black men ain't getting out.
Right.
Okay? So don't sit up and say what you don't want to vote for her because she did this and she did that, because you voted a big one in there. It kept y'all butts in jail for a long time where you guys had these very, very lengthy sentencings. Do you remember that? These guys were in jail forever.
Right.
On bull crap.
Right.
So who was that? Tell me who that was. Please. They need to stop. And Clinton did nothing to overturn that, did he?
Nope.
Hell no, he didn't.
Nope.
He was so busy concentrating on Lewinsky getting BJs.
Right.
Please. And they're going to sit up and talk about Kamala. Every single time, black woman can't catch a break.
Right.
They always got something to say. But when you need something, where you go?
To the black woman.
Where do they go?
To mama. Your mama. Your black mama.
They always come back.
Right. What is this?
They always come back. It's crazy.
It is.
It's crazy.
So y'all get some knowledge on what's happening. For me, it's either him or them, and I'm just going with them. I don't need to know nothing else right now. I rather figure out what's going on for the next 4 years with another party, another party of people.
Right.
Than deal with what I already know. Like, why would I want to go back to my ex if I already know what the fuck my ex is doing and what he has done?
What are you about?
What are you about? Why would I want to go back? I don't want to go back. I want a new one. So I'm going with Biden Harris ticket. Thank you.
Let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
See what he can do.
See what we can do. If he don't do it, then he'll be out in 4 years. But I'd rather give somebody else a chance.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Exactly.
So, do what y'all do.
They can't give Trump another term for what? Girl, he'd have us really train wrecked. He really would. People, hopefully they'll be smart. I'm going to support her. I'm going to see where I can go and do some volunteer work because I need me one of those signs that says Biden and Harris.
Right.
Because you know what? I still got mine that says Obama and Biden.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I still have mine because I did some volunteer work over in another area in Bixby, and they gave us these signs. Yeah,
they need to make those things. We are in 2020, and the bumper sticker should be no more. It should not be an actual sticker. It could be like that magnet thing to go on there, because after it's over, like, I don't want to have that on my car. First of all, I don't want to have that on my car bumper anyway.
Period.
Yeah, I don't want that stuck to my car. But I still be seeing Duke Majin on some people's cars.
Are you serious? You know what?
Back in the day.
I see those little things saying that my kid was a something.
Yeah.
Your
kid is 40 years old. What are you talking about?
I mean, wait a minute. And my kids bring that home and say, well, Mama, this is for... I'm like, no, we're not going to do that.
We're not sticking it. I'm going to put it right here on the refrigerator, but it ain't going on my car.
We're not putting that on the bumper, baby.
Right.
Mm-mm. We're not going to do that. But this is great. This is wonderful. But no, we're not going to peel this off and put this on the bumper. They should, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, we're not going to do that.
Mm-mm.
So they need to come up with some other creative things.
Yeah, that we can support.
Right, exactly. And they can't even do the little balls on the antenna. People don't have antennas anymore.
Oh, sure don't. Oh, yeah. That was a sign of the time. Okay, we don't have antennas no more.
Remember that?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So we need to figure out something that they can do, something that they can put in the cars or whatever, and let them know, who they're supporting or whatever. I got an Obama T-shirt too. I still got my Obama T-shirt. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you keep that. Yeah. That's a collector's item right there.
That's a collector's item, right? Keep that. Right. But we need a Biden Harris. We need a sign.
Yeah.
We need to find out. We need to get online and see if we can find us some shirts.
Right. Exactly. So I'm gonna jump right on over to just my reality. I watch a lot of reality shows.
Okay, now what's going on? Give us the update.
Too many. So this is funny. So I was looking at this article, and it's talking about Nene, but from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But on the side of this column, it has like all of the major reality shows. And why do I watch like basically all of them?
Oh, really?
They got 90 Day Fiance, Bachelor, Bachelorette. I don't watch that. The rest I watch. Below Deck, Mediterranean, Below Deck, Cell Yacht. I don't watch that one. Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother, Dance Moms, Don't Be Tardy, Jersey Shore, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Little Women LA, Love After Lockup, Love is Blind.
Oh, I've watched that.
Yeah, I like Love After Lockup.
That is hilarious.
That's a good one. That is hilarious. And they just started the new season like 2 weeks ago. So they back on Friday. Married at First Sight, Married to Medicine, Marrying Millions, Real Housewives, Atlanta, Beverly Hills, Dallas, Jersey, New York, Orange County, Potomac, Shaws of Sunset, Southern Charm, Summer House, Survivor, Temptation Island, The Hills, and Tiger King, and Vanderpump Rules. I watch basically like 90% of those.
Okay, now listen. There was another show on, and they're young kids, and they sell real estate. I saw that twice.
Oh, that's called Love Listing or Love and List. I watched that too.
Okay. Now that was a cute little show. Okay.
It is cute. Suge Knight's son is on that show.
Really?
Yeah, he's one of the realtors.
Which one is? Oh, that big light skinned one.
Dark skin, big brown skin. He's tall. He looked just like Suge. You can't miss him. He looked just like Suge.
I think I got him in my mind. I think I have him in my mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I just had to pay attention next time I catch it. What day it come on?
It comes on Monday nights on VH1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very good.
Okay.
I like it. It's cute. I already got a person that I don't like. I always get, they always have a villain in the show.
Right.
And they're all young. And I really pray for this girl. Her name is Taylor. And she's just young. She's been through a lot as a young person growing up. Only grew up with her father. Her mother was on drugs.
Oh, yeah.
She's like the
Yeah, she's the
light-skinned
one.
girl.
She's the one that gets into it with everybody.
With everybody for no reason. And she's mad because they don't understand that she's going through things. And so right now she's talking to a psychiatrist and she's telling them she's telling her she needs to be verbal and tell your friends what's going on with you. Like, your anger is not going to bring them in and be like, oh, Taylor, what's wrong with you? No, they're going to move away from you because you're angry at everything. Everything is everybody else's problem and everybody else's situation. So she's going to end up having to talk to her friends to tell them what's actually going on with her. But for right now, I don't like her because she be talking some dumb stuff. And I'm like, okay, she young.
Okay, but tell me, Margot, what's wrong with her?
She okay, so she gets into arguments with everybody over just the stupidest thing. Okay, they have this one girl, I can't think of her name. She has a big old curly weave afro. She's real cute.
Yes, the black girl.
Ajanine. Her name is Ajanine.
Right.
And so she and one of the other realtors had this side relationship. Well, the guy was engaged to somebody else while he had this side relationship with her. And so she fell in love with him and everything, but then it had got out. Well, it didn't get out. Ajanine told people that she had sex with the dude. They weren't in a relationship. They just was like side doing things.
Oh, okay.
And so she told everybody that she was in a relationship, that she, had sex with the guy. So all the friend group was like asking the guy, well, she over here saying that you guys had sex and you like got your fiance over here, like what's going on? The dude said, that's not true. She lying. That never happened. So that caused like this friction because everybody knew it really happened. But of course, he didn't want to say that it didn't happen because he has a fiance. So, that was how the last season had ended. And so when they came back, Ajanine got her own boyfriend now. She got her own boyfriend. They like kind of living together. Well, he's in her house or whatever. And, she's trying to not think of, because everybody was turned on her and was like she a liar because they was believing what he was saying and kind of tainted her relationship with people, and as a realtor they didn't trust her, so she was trying to build back up her relationship. She came back this season with a boyfriend. She's in love with him and everything. Well, Taylor, they had like some kind of meeting, some kind of group thing, and so Taylor was like, oh, this is your time to confront the guy. And she was like, why? I mean, why would I confront him? Like, I'm over it. Like, I'm done. I got a boyfriend. Like, why would I confront him? And so she all up in the girl face, like, see, this is why you this, that, and whatever, and you need to do this, and you need to get over it. Just going off on the girl, and the girl's like, I'm over it. Like, I don't want to bring it up. I don't even want to talk to him. I'm fine. I'm good. And so she's yelling at her and yelling. So the Ajanine ended up like kind of telling her off and walking away. And then so the girl, Taylor, would bring up, every time it's Ajanine and that guy, she would always bring up stuff. Be like, oh, you need to say this and that. All I'm telling you is, so this other girl who is not a part of the cast jumped up in Taylor's face and was like, look, you being real disrespectful and this, that, whatever. Some movement happened and Taylor fell. I don't know if the girl pushed. I don't know if the girl pushed her. She said the girl pushed her, but I just see her fall over. So Taylor was mad because she felt like none of the other cast members was on her side, and like this outside person is like saying stuff to her and got pushed, and they didn't say nothing. Well, you were being out of pocket. And so they didn't feel like they wanted to.
It sounds like Taylor was on one or something.
Yes. So they didn't support what you were saying. So then they went and got this little space in Palm Springs. And she said she wasn't coming. Then she ended up showing up. They was having a real good time with everybody. And then she showed up and brought that whole negative energy. And she was like, well, I don't understand why y'all ain't saying nothing to me. They were like, we tried to call you. You won't answer the phone. And she even said it like in her little commentary. They've been calling me, but I ain't answering the phone. Okay, well, they over it. By now, they're over it. They don't care anymore. So
now, did this happen? Did this happen last season or this season?
That happened this season. It came back on. It's back on right now.
Okay, I missed that. Yeah. I didn't see it. Because I didn't even know there was a such thing. I just turned into it maybe twice. I seen it twice, and that was it. I didn't even know it was something that was on. Last season.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is the second season. It's the second season.
Wow.
It's cute. It's a cute little watch. Whenever I don't feel like really watching nothing, I just watch. I record all of my reality shows. And if I want to like relaxing weekend, or for the most part, I do watch them right after they record it. But if I have them stacked up on the weekend, then I'll sit there and I'll watch all of them. Good to go.
Well, how do you keep up with them? How do you know what days they come on and which channels?
They record it. It's no way that I will be able to know what time everything come on, because believe me, I wouldn't.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I don't even know that. I mean, I can't even keep up with that stuff. It's like I'll be flipping channels and see it, and then I just stop,
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you what day it comes on or anything.
No, and for the most part, I don't know what day it come on, for the most part, but I record all of them. All of them are recorded. So I'll be forgetting what channel it came on. I'll just watch it recorded.
Now, let me ask you one quick question before you go into that.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with this guy and he's trying to date this girl and she's not over her ex?
On what? On what show?
On that show about the real estate guys.
Oh, okay. So that I can't remember their names. So she was dating some guy and he said that something, I don't know. So they broke up. She was in love with the guy, and he told her something. I can't remember what he told her. So they broke up. So then she started dating again. Now the guy that she's dating now, they dated before, and then they broke up, and then they started doing their own thing, and now they found each other again. So now she's just trying to tell him that this is the messiness, because she ended up telling one of the other guys, I'm not really over my ex. I was in love with him, and we like just broke up a couple of weeks ago, so I'm not really over him, but I'm still feeling homeboy over here. But I just asked him to like kind of step back for a minute so that I can not grieve, but get over him, so that I can come to him fresh and new. And so, right. The middleman, the guy that she told that to, went and told the guy, oh yeah, man, she told me that she wasn't over her ex, and she wants you to kind of like back up because she's not over him. The way that he said it made it bad. Like, the heck, like, what do you mean? Like, we've been kicking it and had sex and everything. They was in Palm Springs kissing and all that stuff together. So the way that it was brought to him,
sex and everything,
yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah, but
he was sounding like, I was feeling sorry for him because he sounded like he really liked her.
He does, and she likes him, but she wants to back up a little bit. She said, because he keep calling her like every day, let's do this, let's do this. But her heart is still broken right now. She just got over a dude. She likes the guy, the guy that she been messing. I mean, the new guy. She likes him. But once she came back to LA, she's like, hold on, like what we had in Palm Springs, cool and everything, but let me just back up just a little bit, because I don't want to start a relationship with you when I haven't really, really got over this one. Because she was in love with the guy, but he said he was in a relationship or he had kids. It was something weird why they had broke up. And he didn't.
Okay, now you're saying that they were a couple before, though.
Yeah, they were a couple before this show even started. They was a couple, and then when the show first started, the first season, they was broke up, and he was dating somebody else. This other girl who came from one of the Ink shows, and then she was like single, dating and stuff like that. So they weren't together. So they went through the whole first season not together. And then came into the second season not together, but now she's single, he's single, and they kind of like hooked up.
Trying to hook up, yeah.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. It's
because when I was watching that, I was like, oh, he's pretty pissed off.
Oh, yeah, he was pissed. And he was pissed because the way Homeboy brought it to him. He brought it to him like negative. Oh, yeah, she's still in love with Homeboy over there. And then that's not what she said. That's not what she said. That's not what she said. That's not how she said it.
Okay, but is she messy or not?
No, and she's not. She's not even messy.
Okay. Okay.
And she liked the guy. But she just need him to back up. Like she feeling smothered. Like, okay, hold on. I just broke up with dude. Let me just like get my bearings, be okay with it, and then move on to you. You right there. That's who I want to be with. But hold on.
So he like real thirsty and stuff.
Yes, he own it. He own it. He is on it. So I was talking about reality, and we got on all of that because I had heard that Nene was trying to get her own. Nene Leakes from the Real Housewives of Atlanta is trying to get her own like spinoff show, and they was trying to give her and Kim Zolciak, which is the white lady that used to be originally on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they used to be friends. They wanted to do a spinoff show with them too, and they was gonna pay her $1 million. Nene, they're gonna pay her $1 million for that show with Kim. But when she said she didn't want to do that, she wanted her own show. They said, oh, well, they was only going to pay her $500,000 to do her own show.
What?
Yep. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what they said.
but Margot, her and Kim are not even friends, are they?
No. I mean, they go back and forth. She be like, oh, yeah, we friends. No, we're not friends. That's just the Nene way. Like, she your friend today, she not your friend tomorrow for whatever reason. And she don't need to be Kim Zolciak friend because Kim is a whole nother story.
I'm just thinking, Nene, what would she bring to a show by herself?
Nothing.
What was she?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Well, you have to that. Okay.
That's why $500,000, and here you go. If you want your own show, you only getting $500,000. She not. I mean, I was a Nene. I was a Nene advocate. I loved Nene when she first came onto the scene, and then she, you get your head get big when you get big, and she the OG of Atlanta, and this, that, whatever, and but the antics and the stuff that she says and the things that she does is just so childish and stupid. And I'm like, if you the OG, be the OG, like be the OG and be the one that they look up to, Don't be in all that mess. Don't be in all that. She creates mess. She creates and then walks away and gets mad, and you started it.
Okay.
You did it. So why are you? She too wishy-washy. Like I don't see a storyline for her by herself. I don't want to see her and Greg. I don't want to see her and her kids. I don't want to see her at her dress shops doing stuff like.
Oh, she got a dress shops now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what she would be doing. So
now, how's her husband? Is he okay with the cancer and everything?
Yeah. He's cancer free.
Good.
Yeah. Now something like that. If they would have did a spinoff show on when he had the cancer and because they kind of did that in between, like the actual show. Having him go to the doctor and how he was doing and this, that, whatever. That would have been something to watch. That would have been interesting because that would have been
really nice.
Yeah.
That would show a whole different side of Nene.
Exactly.
That would have been really nice.
Exactly. But even when they did that, her and Greg was at odds, and she was kind of tired of being his caregiver. That's how it came off. That's how it came off.
Nene.
That's how it came off. So I was like, okay, so you just tainted that whole storyline. So I don't know. Just she hasn't signed her contract unless she's signed it. I don't know. This is what they're saying on here that she hasn't.
She did or she didn't.
She didn't. From
So if she signs the contract, does that mean she's going back to the Housewives of Atlanta?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if she signed it or not, and I hope she didn't because I just need a whole new vibe with that. I don't like that. Like
you sound like you good and done.
I'm good and done. Like it'd be like certain people on these reality shows that will taint your reality show. Like it's just like Tamar, the Braxton Family Values. I stopped watching that last one. They didn't come back. Thank God they didn't, because after that last one, because of Tamar, I was like, I'm not watching this no more. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I cannot.
Yeah, I remember you said it was getting too crazy.
It was too crazy. I just really couldn't. I can't watch grown people act dumb. Like, I just can't. It's just that I'm not gonna waste my time with. Now, it's my guilty pleasure. I watch a lot of reality shows for my own, entertainment or whatever. But when it just gets blatantly dumb and stupid, and you just trying to be that person, okay, you know what? You lost my viewership, because I ain't got time for it.
Okay.
When my
Candy, Candy, I wanted to tell you, she was on The Shy. She had the part on The Shy.
Yes, and they played that.
Pretty good. She's pretty good too. She's very believable.
Good. They played that into her on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, of her talking about, she was going back and forth filming The Shy and coming back back and forth, and that was the storyline, because her husband Todd was upset because she spreads herself thin, because she was going to go do that, then she was making music, then she was working at her doing her regular business, and then she working at the restaurant, and then she don't have time, and then she hanging out with the girls. So he like, when do you have time for us? Like, the family. You doing too much.
But how old is her? Her daughter's in college, right? She has other kids, right?
Yes, her daughter's in college. She got a younger son, probably about 4 or 5, and then she just had a baby, surrogate. She had a surrogate little girl.
Okay, well, you get a nanny for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the husband doing?
The husband's working. The husband working on different things, but she don't. His whole thing was, which I agree with him, because Candy is a workaholic. Candy won't stop.
Candy a hustler.
Candy is a hustler. But what he said,
she about her paper. She about her paper. You know what? When you ain't around, I got to keep this stuff going, boo.
Yep. But he said that she don't spend time with the family, to the point where the little boy, and they showed the little boy crying for his mama, because she don't spend that much time with him, because she hustling. So he just kind of said, because she canceled something with the family to go hang out with these girls. And he was like, wait, hold on, wait.
Hold on,
wait.
Wow.
You can't be canceling stuff with us, because you barely have time with us. So when we set time aside, that's our time. And we look forward to that. And then you go do all your other stuff.
Right.
And she understood it. Yeah, and she understood it. She apologized, because she is a hustler. When you're a hustler, you just go. You ain't looking, you don't know.
Hey, you know what? You about that money.
Yep.
You're trying to get that money so that everybody can be comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if some stuff really hit, at least we got some things going.
Right.
You know what I mean? Going on.
Right.
We got some checks coming in.
Right.
I can't have just one check coming in.
Nope.
Margot, you can attest to that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, just bear with me for a minute.
Right.
It was only, she's only one season. We don't know if they're going to carry it to the next season
right.
and her to the next season or not. But, it gets hard for a little bit, and then it'll be okay.
Yeah. And that's what she explained to him, too. She's like, we had to talk about this. And I told you that I was going out for this role and I was doing this. And she thought he was upset because she had a love scene. And he's like, I don't care if you have no love scene. That's not even what this is about. It's about you spending time with your family and you canceling stuff and doing other stuff, which she probably was obligated to do to take the show. So they probably planned something with the family. And then it was like, okay, we about to be filming the Housewives over here, so you're going to have to be over here. So now she got to be over there. But then when she leave from there, she got to go to the shop. So now she just bypassed the family and just did what she had to do. But, he all right. They all right. They be fine. Now, they could do a spinoff show. Now, I would watch a Candy spinoff show.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. Now, I would watch a Candy spinoff show. Yes.
Look at you coming up with this idea. That would be wonderful if they had a spin-off show.
Yes.
But they like Candy busy.
Yeah, Candy is moving and grooving. Todd is out there doing his thing. The little Riley, her daughter, she's looking so cute and everything. She doing her thing.
And see, that's another thing. She got to pay for that. That girl living in New York.
In New
She
York.
got to pay for that.
Okay.
She got apartments and everything.
Mm-hmm.
don't forget, we got to pay for that. You know, New York ain't cheap.
No, it's so way. And her daughter is used to what she used to. I remember last season people was complaining saying, "Oh, how you gonna buy your daughter? She only 17. I think she was 16. She was down there for like a summer school or something like that, and she got her an apartment. And they said, how you gonna buy your daughter this apartment? Get your daughter this apartment, whatever." That's all Riley know, and her mama got the money to do it, so why not? What?
And you know what? That's her daughter, and she worked hard.
Yes.
She can get her whatever she wants, whatever her money buys.
Yes. Why you counting that lady money? Why you all in that lady pocket telling her what she can do and not do with her for her child? It's just crazy.
Yeah. It's just, get out of my pocket.
Yeah.
Get out of my pocket.
Get out my pocket.
I know what I can afford.
Right. Get out my pocket. So to end this show right here, we have our bullshit and beauty, and we're dedicating this the bullshit to Breonna Taylor's killers have not been arrested. I seen today that the family attorney and the family went to go talk to, I think it was the mayor, about getting the killers arrested and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I'm just shocked because if these were black, I don't care if it was still cops. If it was a black cops that barged into a white lady's house and the white man shot, the black man shot the white lady, they'll be in jail. This wouldn't even be a debate. It wouldn't be.
They would be sentenced and everything.
Yeah. Have their county clothes on, everything. It's a done deal. Shut the book. Book shut.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Tell the truth, ain't the devil.
It's done. But because it's the other way around, these people are still walking this earth free. Breonna's not with us, and they're having meetings. We're having meetings on what we're gonna do. Like, that's some bullshit right there.
Isn't that awful? That's awful. That lady was laying in her bed asleep.
Yes. And I didn't even know that they were plain clothes cops. That's what I read. That the cops were not even uniformed. They were plain clothes cops. So what?
And it was a no knock order. They didn't even knock on the door.
See? Now, if somebody busted in my house right now, my boyfriend sure enough gonna pull a gun and be like, what the fuck is happening? What's happening? We don't know what's happening.
Exactly.
You plain clothes.
You better have that gun.
Girl.
You better.
Oh.
I don't know what they expected you to do. And then, you know what? It's so sad. They were at the wrong place.
And they was at the wrong place. And you're at the wrong place. You need to be in the right place when you have a no-knock order. You need to know where you're supposed to be.
You guys are supposed to be professionals. You guys, and this is what you call professionals. You guys sound like Keystone cops around here.
Yeah.
How could you not know? How could you guys have this order and go to the wrong place? That's just like utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
How can we sit up and look for you guys to protect and serve when you guys can't even get to the right address?
Right.
And you guys are killing people. You guys killed this woman.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with anything. It's the saddest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's the saddest thing ever.
It's ridiculous. But the whole beauty of this, the whole beauty of it is that we are keeping Breonna Taylor's name in our mouths. And we're making sure that this is taken care of. It's going to be taken care of. So that's the whole beauty of it. That we are making sure that y'all know that we know that they ain't in behind bars right now.
We haven't forgotten, and we're not going to forget.
We're not going to forget.
And her name is going to be on everything. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah, thank you, Oprah Winfrey, for her being the cover of September issue of the old magazine.
Billboards. We got billboards going.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And even you said the cover of her magazine.
Yep. So
the cover of her magazine. Come on, Oprah. That's right. Look at Oprah.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Until y'all can do what y'all supposed to do, we will continue marching. We'll continue saying her name. We'll continue until you guys get it together and arrest these officers. So
right.
That's the beauty of it all. That is the beauty of it all.
Right.
All right,
Exactly.
y'all. So we have made it. We went a little bit over because we had a lot to talk about today, but it's okay because it was a very entertaining episode. So thank you guys for hanging on in here with us. This is the end of episode 62.
Woo! Where does the time go?
Man, we floating. We gonna have a party on the 100. We gonna have a party on the 100th episode. Okay.
Okay.
We thank you guys for listening and keep
you.
washing your hands and wearing your mask.
Please.
Yes. Peace out, y'all.
Good night.